Hey guys, it's Mathel here once again, and the video today is going to be kind of boring because, as we all predicted, the Virgin Metacuck, easy, just standard Frostblink Totem build is it's just insane. You know, I mean, we all saw it coming, and there's no real surprises here, and it's just going to be kind of running through the motions, just showing you the clips of the bosses, and yeah, it's pretty whatever, right? So it is the follow-up video for the Frostblink Totem Endgame, which it now has taken everything on. Like I said, it was the final frontier of movement, skill, totem stuff. Like, we've tried Flame Dash and it was pretty decent, but a bit clumsy. Lightning Warp didn't really go too far. This was a while back though, so I think Lightning Warp might have some more benefits these days. And now Frostblink, after overcoming a lot of its drawbacks, it actually became a very potent boss killer. For mapping and clearing, it was kinda whatever, like, it got things done. We almost hit 93, it's a bit slow, it's a bit clumsy, but for bossing, depending on the boss arena and what you're fighting, even with my absolutely trash zero defense, it was pretty good because it would get you a lot of damage very quickly, chill things well or freeze them permanently, and just had very good overlap on its starting and finishing moves. The big problem is, I suppose, what you need to do to get it to work, and then how shit it is to play during actual gameplay, and then its actual sort of targeting. The targeting is the big issue. So if it's a big open map like a Cirrus, great, then everything's good. If it's the Maven invitations and they're standing too close to the wall or the edge, or even in Uber, if they're standing too close to their edge of the arena, then the totems don't want to snap to anything and they won't be like retargeting, they won't be redoing their attacks. So in some fights you get pretty lucky, in many you don't, and during mapping and just general clear, it is especially prevalent that your totems will do fuck all, and let's say something like 70% of the time you place a totem, it doesn't want to snap to anything. So that's just kind of the nature of Frostblink, because it doesn't want to do anything until it's in ideal situations and can do something. So I don't think it's anything fixable, and it's just not something you should play overall. Like, I did this as a proof of concept, and as you can see here, I ran out of flask completely, so I was omega cursed, and that's why I died to Maven. But all other endgame we took on pretty well, except for the feared, in which case I just couldn't get through all of them quickly enough before I got overwhelmed and died. But I digress. I was, this for me was a proof of concept sort of build, and the reason it was kind of fun to do is because I'm still working at making it good and chipping away at seeing the potential of the build. But to actually play, I mean, obviously it's pretty slow, obviously it's pretty whatever, and there's definitely big drawbacks to it, and it's definitely clumsy and uncomfortable, and I don't think anyone should be or would be copying this, but of course I've got the template for you if you want to see it in the path of building, and also just you can maybe make it better, because we did have more damage than we needed, and maybe you could go much more defensive in the end, but there's still going to be the drawbacks of only being able to place one totem every like half a second to a second. So if you got no totems down during a certain encounter or during the next phase of a boss or some shit, you start out with one totem, and that's pretty rough. But as you can see, the freeze was very potent. We actually cleaned up ultimatums rather well, which is surprising to me, because I did not expect ultimatums to be dying without me dying first, but the totems, once I got the 5th totem with the Soul Mantle, is when things really started to take off. So once you get enough area and then that 5th totem, that's when the totems really seem to clean up ultimatums, just kind of blinking around non-stop and not letting anything touch you. Though it's still very risky, and I still did die plenty to ultimatums, we got a lot of them cleared to their end wave either way. So it was a very strong build for a lot of the content. We did tier 16 100% delirium, which only had like 1 or 2 deaths, I think. Simulacrum was really rough, got up to like wave 19, and then Kosis was just a bitch in certain zones, and I couldn't like play the game anymore. So that was a bit rough. But otherwise, I think everything else got taken on, and it's, you know, just another totem build, really. You can play like Glacial Cascade, or Freezing Pulse, or Ice Spear, and probably have a smoother, nicer time. But this actually had probably more single target damage than any of those for some reason. And then you can see some Cortex one-shots here. So overall, pretty sure no one else should play this, but look, if you really want to, go right ahead and have a good old suffering time. But I'm going to leave you guys with a Cirrus kill, the only Cirrus kill we did. It was pretty smooth, enjoyable. Hope you guys enjoyed this meme video. Thank you very much for watching this silly little build, and I'll see you next time. I also don't have any dashes or anything.
My mana is spent.
It's kind of weird, eh?
A real challenge. You've finally caught my attention.
Yeah, this is hard. And when he blinks, the totems are just completely useless. Can we afford to not press our flask? Damn, he was still way too close to a vortex. Good deeps, good deeps. It sucks that we have to like replace totems to position him well when he blinks, because they just don't fucking come near him. Their range is too shit. I could have gone in.
Life really interesting enough to warrant all this pain.
Okay, okay, okay. And then this last phase, we do get a bit of DPS uptime on him before he moves. Maybe it's good. Ah, fucking Ellie weakness just came up. Plus temp chains. We have to wait a little bit. Okay, here we go. Those good deeps. Got him! Fuck, that was smooth. The Frostblink Totem Dream. Phew boy. We always knew it would happen.